Right, here we are. I'm out on the CT today, but yeah, I just thought I'd, you know, we're in a new year now, or when you're seeing this, we're in a new year. I'm actually recording this on the New Year's Eve, or the 31st or whatever. Anyway, just saying that, you know, you've got to start preparing your journeys now, you know, start thinking about your trips. I mean, I always say, always be planning the next trip, or have an idea in your mind what you want to do. So what have I got planned for next year, or this year, 2024? I ain't saying, I never say, because, you know, I don't want to say that I'm going to be here and be there. And if you're friends with me, then you probably have you do know what I'm doing, sort of thing. Or in fact, I've probably spoken to you already and say, shall we do this or shall we do that? Or I'm just basically waiting for dates. As soon as the dates come out for certain events and stuff like that, then I'll decide, which events do I want to go to this year? Messaging people, you know, shall we go to this, shall we go to that? Get the time off, okay, let's book. Because if you don't book the time off now, then someone else will. If someone else books the time off, then, you know, two people can't have the same time off. So yeah, you can't, you know, have everyone going. So I'll tell you what I'm not going to. I'm not going to go to the ABR, I don't think. I know a lot of people are, but yeah, it's just that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I'd rather spend that weekend somewhere else, doing something else, or to put that money towards something else. Because it's, oh yes, we're going to have some flooding today. So yeah, it's not, I don't want to get wet. I do not want to get wet. I hope the car doesn't come the other way. Okay, yeah. I don't want to, you know, because it's, think about 150 quid. I think it's like 150 quid a ticket, or 130 a ticket, plus your petrol, plus your drinks, plus everything. You're looking at just over 200 quid, I reckon, for the weekend. So I wouldn't want to, I just don't want to spend that money. Just do not want to spend that money. I'll put it to something else. Like a different trip, like a different rally or something. Something that's cheaper. And I do like my cheap and cheerful weekends away. And that's why camping is great. So if I'm off doing my own thing or something, who knows what I'm doing this year. I haven't planned it all out, but I've got one major trip planned. I'll say that, one major trip planned. When I mean major, I mean it's over, you know, it's going to be a week-long trip at least, sort of thing. So well, that may not be major. I mean, it's major-ish. I've done more longer trips that have lasted almost 3 months, but yeah, I would have planned. To be honest, I didn't plan that one either. So yeah, I mean, you should always plan, but also plan for the unexpected. And what I'll do is I'll have a nice time off and go for a week away. But the thing is, I plan to do the trip. Here's the catch: I plan to do the trip on the new bike. So a week away on the R80/7. So that bike needs to be ready. So I'm frantically. I've not been out on the bike much. I've just been doing bits on the BMW. Like, some days almost nothing gets done, but as long as something gets done, like if I spend 3 hours in the garage working out something, or trying to work out, you know, what X, Y, and Z means, or, you know, whatever, trying to find these electrical faults, which you've been seeing, which is nightmare. But yeah, if I can get them all sorted out, then, you know, I'll be super happy and I can ride the bike. But yeah, sometimes I'm spending 3 hours there, but as long as some progress is getting made every day, then, or every time I go down there, then I'm happy. You know, every time that I'm spending time in the garage, as long as some work's getting done, I'm happy. I feel like I'm making progress, as long as I don't make too many steps back. That's the thing. Yeah, well, anyway, enough on that. Back onto, just plan your trips. So there's a few cub rallies I know that's going to happen next year. I don't know which ones I'm going to be able to get to yet. I've planned to get to one of them, definitely one of them. I'll get to one or two of them. I don't think I'll get to all of them, simply because I just, yeah, I know that there's going to be some dates that are going to clash. I'm not going to be able to get away all them times. But I always try to get to a cub event, one or two, or three. I do enjoy going to them because they're cheap, very cheap weekend away, cheap fun, that sort of thing. That's why I like them. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Like I've only got like 2 trips planned so far, which is a bit low for me, but that's 2. But I will get more. So yeah, it's just like this video is just like a kind of like a kick. Just hurry up and just start planning stuff. Just look at dates. I mean, the ABR is quite an easy one because they put the tickets up like a year in advance, so you can book it, and then you can just book that time off and job done. And that's all it takes is someone to go. And if you're a friend of mine, you know that I start messaging people saying, right, shall we do this? No, we're doing this. It's not shall we do this, it's like we're doing this. When is everyone free? What dates shall we do? And it usually just happens like that. It's like, right, when are we free? Let's go here. It's like, shall we go here? Should we go here? Hey, does anyone fancy? No. The amount of times that I've been like, oh yeah, next year we're going to go down to Italy. Alright, cool. Let me know the dates, I'll book it off work and we'll go. I wasn't in charge of planning this trip. Guess what? It rolled around, I said, yo, have you got the dates yet? Yeah, we're still working out the details, cool, just let me know. It never happened. And I was a bit annoyed because I was holding off, going, well, I better save up some money because Italy's going to be, I needed about £1,000, I reckon, just to say, it wasn't going to be £1,000, but I need £1,000 just in case, for, going down to Italy and back on the bikes, I'd like to have £1,000 so I don't have to worry about money or whatever. I don't have to I know that it's going to be about 500 quid in petrol alone, probably, or something silly. Well, maybe 250. I don't know. It's quite expensive, so I always try to account for what's it going to cost. And yeah, it does cost a lot, petrol. That is a big chunk of it. It's usually about half or a third of whatever you spend when you go away is on petrol, depending on which bike you're on. Oh, for goodness sake, the sun was out 2 seconds ago. Now it's raining. But yeah, you have to plan for everything, even the weather. Even the weather. Oh, look at the size of this puddle. But yeah, it just never happened. So I think that a year later, I was like, right, I messaged one of my mates and said, right, me, you, Italy. Cool. Right. This is what we're going to do. This is where we're going to go. This is what we're going to do. And that's, and that's what we did. We went all the way to Italy and back. I planned the entire thing, whatever. You just got to pull the trigger. Someone's got to take the reins. You can't sort of say when shall we go? It's like, right, let's go for it, lads. I'm a part of a WhatsApp group at the moment. I'm not going to say what the name of the WhatsApp group is or what we talk about in there. But the trips that they plan trips with if you know who you are, you know who you are. Bunch of muggy people. That's what I'm referring to. But they literally will say lads, we're going away, and the dates they will book. I'm in the group, but the place that they book usually gets filled up because they all book it so quick, and it's like, wow, I didn't even get a chance to read what that went so quick. They seem to select the weekend, boom, everyone's booked. I think I went to book or something, and it was like, oh yeah, actually they're full up. It's like, and it was alright because I couldn't actually make that weekend anyway, but I was like, oh, hang on, actually, because they talk about it, and it's like, oh, hang on, what weekend was this? And I scroll back, and eventually I'll find it. Oh, okay, I can't make that weekend anyway, but still, they plan a lot of weekends away, on various bikes, cubs or, whatever. Holy cow, I don't want to take this at speed. But yeah, they plan so many trips. My feet! That was a bit deeper than previously anticipated. Oh dear. Oh dear. I might head home. This is going to carry on like this. Last night we had a massive thunderstorm. I thought it would have cleared by now. I checked the forecast before I went out, and they said it should be fine. Well, obviously it was wrong. Oh dear. But you can't plan for the weather, so you just got to go out. You just got to go. And I'm only out for a ride today because I'm waiting for some little bits of the BMW. If I had the bits, I'd be in the garage again, but because of Christmas and New Year's, deliveries are a bit slow, so yeah. Oh my goodness, just get planning. Don't just say, oh, I've got this and I might do this. No, just book it, just get the calendar out. I do like a paper calendar, or you know, I do like the app on your phone or the Google Calendar, whatever. Just start filling dates up, just start booking it off, start getting that time booked off, book it away, because if you don't, someone else in your family might, or someone at work might, and then it's like, well, you can't go now because we've planned this. Usually weddings are planned a year in advance, so you already know when people are getting married, so you don't have to worry about that. Holy cow, it's windy. What is that noise? There is some wind today. This is not nice today. This has gone over dark all of a sudden. I think I'm going to head home because this is actually kind of scary. This is actually, yeah, I don't like this. This is like you're going to have thunderstorms in a minute sort of thing. Go out for a ride, I said. Probably be fine, he said. Oh my goodness. If there's any events that you think I should check out, or something I should go, you know, I'm always up for trying any event once, me. Because if I've never done it before, I'm more likely to give it a go. Wild Southwest Wild Rally's pretty good, so I think everyone should check that out because that's very cheap. And if you want to go down to Cornwall, you don't have to camp, you can go stay in a hotel, I understand, because it can get very wet. But if you want to keep it cheap, then camping's great. I might go this year to that. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But basically, because it's usually the same weekend as another event. But if there's any events that you think I should check out, like something I don't know of. Now I know there's a few little rallies and stuff around, the Lightweight Adventure Festival and stuff like that, or whatever. There is some nice little rallies still around that you can go check out. But if you know a rally that I haven't done yet, and I know about the Dragon Rally, okay, I know about the Dragon Rally, it's just that I can't do ice, like my brain doesn't let me, so I've had a nasty crash. So basically in the winter time, if there's any slight chance of ice, I can't take the bike out, I just can't, my brain doesn't let me. Like if there's a chance of ice or something like that, I just, no, I can't, I literally can't do it. So I do want to do the Dragon Rally, I do want to do it, but I think, you know, it's one of those things where it happens at the beginning of the year and I'm not always ready for it by that time, because I'm usually servicing all my bikes in January, February time. It's usually when I do all the servicing. Oh my goodness. Okay, well we're going to take this nice and slow because this is a bend. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear. Yeah, if there's a rally or a bike thing or a little event or something that I don't know about, then yeah, please leave a comment, or something that you know you think that I'd enjoy, and leave a comment. I'd like some suggestions, because I'm always looking for that, you know, I'm always looking for something to go ahead and do. The Taffy Dakar, oh my goodness, okay, I'm not going to Taffy Dakar this year. Basically what happened, the tickets went on sale, and within like, I don't know how fast it was, within like 12 hours they're all gone. And they're cheap, their tickets are quite cheap, and that's probably why, and it's a good event, and someone made a bunch of YouTube videos, and they've all seen them, because, well, I've been there and everything, and everyone knows, you know, I mean, it's a small event, it's not a very, it's I don't know how many bikes normally go, there's probably only like 200 people, I reckon, maybe 300, it's not a big event at all. And me and my friends are talking about, oh, do we want to do the Taffy next year? And, you know, we're thinking about it, but before we could even think about it, they were gone. So if we want to do the Taffy for 2025, we'd have to like decide. You have to decide already. That's how quickly you have to be on it. So that's I mean, I did the Taffy Trail weekend when they did that in the summer, and I managed to get a ticket for that. But every other year since, the Taffy has been sold out. But it's fine, because I have done the Taffy like 2 or 3 times now, or 4 times, you know. So for me, you know, I don't mind. Like, you know, someone else can go and have fun on them trails. They're great trails. You know, really good event. Really harsh, but fun. So, you know, you have to. So yeah, basically, I'm not doing the AVR because it's too expensive, and I couldn't do the taffy because they sold out pretty quick. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for listening to Ramblings. Please book yourself some trips. Get out there, get some trips under your belt, get some weekends away, plan some events to go, some weekends to day ride and all that stuff. Start putting money down for it. Hopefully you start saving up already. I need to start saving up actually, because I think it's going to cost me a fortune in petrol on the R80/7. I don't think it's a very economical bike. It might be, I don't know. Haven't got it out yet for a spin. Haven't ridden it yet, so hopefully we'll see that soon. Anyway, yeah, go start booking. Leave a comment down below if you think of an event that I might like, because I have not planned. I've planned 2 trips this year. That's it. I've not planned any more, so I have a lot of weekends free at the moment. Holy cow. Yeah, shouldn't have been riding after a storm or during a storm. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for the support, patrons, whatever, and get booking. Bye.